everybody, Coconutty and Scrums here, back with another episode on the Gamesiety channel, and we're back playing Purrfect Date.
I see. Speaking of Purrfect Date, and cats in general, the cat just jumped up. Away with you, cat!
Aw, put him somewhere. Aw, poor thing. To put him in the dog's pen so he doesn't jingle around.
Yeah.
Poor little guy. But anyway, getting back to the game. What do you want to do? Because I know you were talking about doing something weird, like different last episode than what we were usually doing.
Well, I was saying that maybe we should do 2 romances this time for this episode.
Okay. Well, we can do 2 romances.
Instead of cycling
since there
through.
are a lot of romance. All right.
We'll be done research and recon if we don't.
Okay. Well, let's do 2 romance this time. But we don't have anybody to...
We still only have McMurphy.
Yeah. What's going on? Just McMurphy. Poor Snooty Booty. Her heart's been broken. And we
Maybe you have to complete the game before it lets you do the others.
Who knows? I don't know. I have no idea. I've never played this game. So I'm like just as surprised as what's going on as the viewer is if they haven't watched somebody else play this. Right, guys? We did not do a playthrough of this or play anything or like do a whole in-depth amount of research whenever we
No, we just jumped straight
Yeah,
in.
we just jumped in and we're like, hey, let's play this game. And Scrums goes, okay. So here we are playing it.
Yep.
But it's too beautiful a day to be slaving in a hot lap. So when McMurphy invited me for a stroll, it was easy to say yes. Not that I needed much incentive to spend time with him. He's a very engaging company. Oh no.
Yeah, but you wouldn't go out with Snooty Booty, would you?
Yeah. She wouldn't go out with Snooty Booty. Snoots was feeling the cold shoulder.
Yeah, definitely.
We've come to one of my favorite spots where the cliff sweeps outward above the blue water. Well, yeah. I mean, that's
as
where
far as I know, that's the only spot you've been.
Suddenly, and without Suddenly and without warning, McMurphy plunges over the top of the towering rocks. I run off the cliff's edge with my heart in my mouth to see what's happened. Yeah, I'd have a heart attack too if a small tiny cat jumped off the side of a cliff. And there is a sight I haven't got used to. He's in the water, more otter than cat, waving me to follow. His paw just
Jump, Cara, jump! Sure, the water's grand.
McMurphy! I'm shocked by the shrillness of my voice. I hadn't intended it to be quite such a shriek. I was aiming for stern admonishment. That's so dangerous. You could do yourself serious injury or worse from such a height.
Push. Come on, Cara. Or wouldn't you get to see the little surprise I have in store?
We're both having some trouble reading today.
It was more like, psh.
Yeah. You've already surprised me enough for one day.
Huh. Which one of us is meant to be the cat?
That was not what that said.
Censorship. Censorship.
At this, I am filled with things that takes over my body. And before I know it, I am halfway between ledge and water, bracing for impact.
This way.
I'm still... Isn't this the same spot? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's the same spot.
The same spot they caught all the fish.
Yeah, same spot.
Okay, I was gonna say. There must not be very many, like, water, like,
areas. As far as I know, she's only been to 2 spots, and that's... Yeah. Well, 3 spots. The beach... to do research, the forest to drink, and this cliff.
Yep. She's getting around.
Yeah.
I am still catching my breath as McMurphy's head disappears under the surface. My mind is saying, no, this is ridiculous. Get back to land this instant, but my body is following the Irish cat. It's that, she's transforming.
This is you.
My eyes take a moment to adjust. But when they do, I can hardly believe what I'm looking at. It's a ship. As we approach from the stern, which is where?
The rear.
Good job. It looks pretty much intact. I can see the name on the near port side. Port side?
Left.
Okay. Just checking.
I don't know. I'm just
Honestly, I don't know either. I thought you could tell me. And though faded and worn away in parts, the words are unmistakable. Kitty's desire. Oh, ironic, isn't it?
Yes. That's what
My
you
head
are, Draggy.
Yeah. My head is swimming due to the excitement and lack of oxygen. Well, I floundered to the surface to catch my breath. I think the heat has finally gotten to her.
I think this island in general has gotten to her.
Yeah. Kitty's desire, I feel like I know that name. McMurphy eventually bobs up to join me on the surface.
Surprised?
A shipwreck? Here?
This is a very old island, Kara. A lot has happened here.
But how did a ship even get here before the path was made?
Hey, don't ask me, Kara. I'm just in it for the grog.
The grog. McMurphy smiles and dives back into the murky depths. I follow him.
This is his secret stash of booze.
Yeah, I follow a flashback in comparison to Murphy's sleek figure. Yep, he's all about the alcohol. He is a heavy drinker.
This stereotype.
Yeah, this is an extreme Irish stereotype. I try to get a closer look at the wreckage. It's a big ship, likely a trading vessel, judging from the size. It's hard to tell
booze.
how old it is, but it certainly isn't modern. Maybe 18th, 19th century. Oh man, that's going to be some good stuff. It's aged well.
Yeah.
Whether we entered the ship from a huge hole in the stern, I realized that a lot of the vessel was actually on land, and it's obvious that it ran ashore after it was damaged at sea.
There are a lot of bottling companies that do bottle underwater.
Really?
Yeah. They bottle wine underwater.
Huh. I didn't know that. Then again, I don't necessarily
Hang on.
pay attention to the process of,
Go
making
ahead.
wine. You're gonna look it
I
up.
want to look up the term for that.
Okay. There's not much time to ponder the mechanics of what happened as McMurphy is tugging at my t-shirt with his right paw while gesturing with his other paw outstretched to a cabin he wants me to enter. I'm grateful for the air trapped inside and grasp for breath.
Here, Carl, look.
Hang on, let me catch my... But he has already ducked into the next cell. How is he not out of breath? I realize his ability to swim underwater is unusually strong, but he barely breaks the surface at all.
In here, through the hole.
He sounds really excited. As I enter, I see why. There in the center of the cabin is a chest. It's wedged between the wall and a surprisingly well-preserved writing desk. The only thing preventing it from falling and being buried in the sand. A treasure chest! I sound like a giddy child and feel embarrassed, but McMurphy joins me in my glee, and suddenly we're cheering and laughing together.
Go on then. Open it, Kara.
Okay!
Ha!
the faces.
Lucky Charms!
Just like...
What are you waiting for?
The key?
Does it need one?
Well, of course it does, Murph. It's a locked treasure chest.
Can you not just break the lock?
Who do you think I am? Houdini?
No, you're Draggy. Don't you know? I don't know about that. But I do know you're a very clever scientist whose thirst for knowledge matches my thirst for grog. So get yours and I'll go get mine.
Oh my goodness.
I couldn't find that term. It just says, yeah, they're bottling it underwater.
Well, okay.
But, comments. Find that out. Prove me right.
The monkey grins before darting into the next cabin, and I hear a familiar clicking of bottles shortly after.
Now, this is while they're all underwater, correct?
Well, there's parts of it that are underwater.
Okay.
They're not all 100% underwater. If you were paying attention.
I know that the ship's run aground and part of it's above water.
Yeah.
But they never said that they're not in the water
Yeah,
right
they
now.
did. if you were paying attention.
Oh my goodness.
I decided to try the lock anyway while McMurphy is getting his. That's what she said. I look around for something. You just like scratch your nose.
Yeah, who knows what that is?
Anything.
I'm the innocent
live for with. I'm sure you are. And I'm disappointed. Everything except the chest and the desk must have been washed away a long time ago. Okay, there it is. I couldn't find the mouse for a second. I was like, where'd it go? We'll have to come back with some tools and tackle that lock, Murph. There comes no response. Murphy is obviously still busy with his looting and pillaging, so I decide to swim to the beach to get a better look at his wreck from land. When I can take in the scene properly, I can make out what looks like another large ship just a bit further down the beach. I can hardly believe what I'm seeing. The huge sea vessel one huge sea vessel finding its way to this island is strange enough, but two meeting the same unhappy fate is more than my brain can process. Mind. The proximity of the pair would suggest that a collision of some kind. Possibly the second vessel could have been a pirate ship. Maybe it was attacking the merchant vessel.
Or maybe it's just two random ships washing ashore.
Yep. I get the feeling I'm looking at the conclusion of a very interesting story here.
Break open the chest.
Couldn't
she have taken the chest off the ship?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess maybe it was too heavy.
Maybe. But she didn't try to pick it up.
Yeah, well. I wonder why Professor Popper didn't tell me about it. Obviously, he must be aware of the two vessels. My nose for intrigue has started to twitch. Maybe it's
like a rabbit.
Maybe it's allergies. Or maybe it's because she's turning into a cat.
It's because catnip in the air.
Yeah, and I'm burning to know more. I decided to take some of the debris, splinters, and small chunks of metal and pocket it for later analysis in the lab.
Well, there's more research, maybe.
Yeah. When I'm satisfied that I've thoroughly combed the beach for specimens and have salvaged anything of interest, I realize that I haven't seen McMurphy for quite a while.
Because he's dead.
Dun, dun, dun!
He's turned into a human.
My heart stops, and the hairs on my neck stand on end.
Now that's like a cat.
Yep. She is turning into a cat. I mean, how could I have been so wrapped up in my work that I neglected to keep an eye on my friend? McMurphy?
But is he just a friend?
Yeah. I met with silence and still water.
I mean, he is a cat. You just met him like a day or two ago.
Yeah. I run back towards Kitty's Desire, my heart thumping in my chest. McMurphy! I jump in the sea and swim back to the stern of the ship. There doesn't seem to be any life around here. Uh-oh.
Except for that strange man walking on the beach.
I break through the surface with a choke and try to call out again, but my throat is hoarse and full of salt water. Aww. Where? I catch sight of a shadow out of the corner of my eye crawling along the seabed. I dive under to get a better look and see instantly that it's the Irish cat, stalking and prowling as if he were on land. I quickly grab him by the scruff of the neck and drag him back to shore. McMurphy, you loon! What on earth were you playing at? I catch my breath and check on him, but he's happily rolling on his back in the sand.
Me? I was having a grand time until you manhandled me with those big meaty paws of yours.
Okay. What do you want to do? Do you want to yell at him or just let it go?
Well, I mean, I don't know what... He didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Get serious.
Get serious?
Yeah,
All
we
right.
let him have way too much fun.
Alright, we're gonna get serious. What? Having a what?
Calm down, Kara. You look like you're going to pop.
You've been under the water for ages. I didn't see you come up for air once.
I have been blessed with fantastic plastic breathing apparatus called lungs.
But I didn't know that, did I?
And you were worried about me? Oh, Kara, that is very touching indeed. I feel like a damsel in distress, rescued by a charming Dreggy.
I don't allow him to finish his sentence. You may think you're very clever and funny, but let me assure you that no one else here is laughing. Jumping off cliffs without warning and drinking while you're swimming, not very clever at all.
I wasn't drinking while I was swimming. That would be impossible. I know. I tried. I was bored. I figured I'd go underwater.
The more cross I am, it seems, the more amusing McMurphy finds it. You may not realize it, mister, but I have a duty of care towards you, all of you cats.
So if something happens to me, you're afraid you'll get into trouble? Oh, and there I was, me thinking you care for me because you like me.
He's desperately turning this around. He's deliberately turning this around, and it infuriates me further. Stop being so manipulative. You know how much I care for you. Of course I do. But you can be very tricky too, you know.
Oh, Draggy, just admit it. Shall we open this? Let's have a drink.
He's reached over to a bottle of grog he's taken from the wreck.
You look like you could use something to take the edge off.
Oh, no. No, McMurphy. I don't want any of that. Thank you very much.
So that is it you do want. So what is it that you do want, Kara?
He flashes me a ravish grin. Cha-ching, ching. I want you to stop being quite so reckless. You'll give me a heart attack.
Well, much of your heart is of considerable concern to me, Kara. I'm afraid I can't promise to stop being what I am. It's like asking the wind to stop blowing. I'm a wild stallion and you can't hold me down.
The wind does stop blowing sometimes. He lets out a long laugh.
Oh! You really are a scientist, Kara. Nothing will ever change that, huh?
I understand what he's saying. I need to allow him to do his own thing.
I'm a wild and free tomcat.
Okay, come on then. Let's start heading back.
Actually, Kara, you go on ahead. I'll catch up with you later.
He winks, and and I am in no doubt as to what he wants to do for the rest of the day.
He's taking a little drink. He's doing some healthy drinking.
That good early morning drinking.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see if they give us a new research object since we found those pieces.
You sure?
Well, let's just see.
All right, we'll look.
Do we have those pieces?
Ah! Once you complete your research, your time on Cat Island will come to an end.
No, we don't want to do that.
No, I have more to do.
What about recon? Does it say the same thing?
Apparently not.
Well, we can't do that, so.
Yeah, I was going to say all the research is,
all of our recon.
Well, all of our recon is gone.
So the only thing we could do is another romance.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do 2 more romances and research.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's enough for this episode.
Yeah.
Then.
Anyway, guys, we've run out of time.
We have run out of time. We don't have time to do another romance before this episode's end, so we'll stop it here.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, press the like button, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye-bye.